to relocate
the headquarters
of a local government as it is listed in the constitution.
But why did then Governor Yuguda, why did he do that?
He did that one because that is what they do to Christian-dominated areas.
So they removed the local government headquarters from a Christian-dominated place.
To a Muslim-dominated area. So you also have state terror to fight. Our leaders who are making noise in Abuja, they do a lot of things that are not reported in the media about the North. Have we seen it in the North that it is quite impossible? Last year, I met a girl from Gwoza, local government in Borno State, who obtained 277 in a
JAM.
Yes, in UTME, and was trying to obtain certificate of citizenship from liaison office of Borno State in Abuja here. And could not. They told her to go to, because she is originally from Gwoza, is from an IDP camp. She only managed to get that mark. Was not admitted at the University of Abuja here, I am telling you. Wow. But while trying to secure admission to read law at the University of Abuja, she went to Borno State Liaison Office in Abuja here to obtain...
She's an indigene of Borno State.
They told her to go back to Gwoza to obtain the certificate, but they were giving the same certificate to Muslims from Borno State in the same office before her very eyes.
Wow.
A police officer got there and said, this is how I have to use another Muslim person to obtain a certificate for me in this office, a serving police officer, female serving police officer that I met. So there are so many issues. Most of the children of Christians from this northern state, you see, this is a very complex issue.
It is.
Very complex issue. Most of these children of Christians from so many northern states cannot get admission to read medicine, law, or these computer science engineering courses, even if their parents, I have so many of them as friends, even if their parents are professors in certain universities, they changed one from medicine to Christian religious knowledge. Arbitrarily, these things are not in the media. We deny this reality in the media about what Christians in the North have been suffering.
Coming back to that one as well, talking about true federalism, when people are wrongly, and people of different culture, traditional languages, backgrounds are fused together without their general consent, right? That is what Nigeria is. And then what eludes Nigeria is then what? True federalism, which we have read a lot about. You know? But it just never happened, right? We'll come back to that. Because Sir Akin Fapohunda will help us in that area. Here, Mehdi, Azan, and Dani Bulaba, where he was also caught pants down from one of his lies that he swallowed to back the same Kolu, the druggie.
And I say, how can you prove that just because a bullion van goes into a person's house and comes out that there is money inside?
Maybe because people said it was vote buying by Tinubu. Tinubu himself said, I gave money to the people. You know he said that?
Yes, I also give money to people.
When you give money
myself.
to people, people would say that's vote buying. Politicians, rich politicians give people money.
No, he doesn't give money to people on election day, but he helps people.
But people at the time said it was vote buying. Do you agree with that?
Who are the people?
You said,
no, I never
ostensibly,
said that.
I can't believe you still keep walking into this. You said it was done ostensibly for vote buying. Do you agree with Daniel Bwala or not? Please don't lift up a glass of water.
There is also this threat to life, and I can tell you that because I myself have received threats from Asiwaju and his camp, and this is evident, is everywhere I've reported to law enforcement. A lot of people have been threatened. I am not surprised because a militia has been created, and I'm calling on the government to look into that. So finally, gentlemen of the press, there are many other wide range of issues that will come in the coming days, but this is just the introduction of what I have to say. I will yield the floor to our next speaker.
So he's heard his words many times, just like Reno Mokri, the Reno Omo Kirikiri. Now, that one is now the ambassador to Mexico, by the way. Yeah, they started posting them to different countries. They posted, Kolu, yeah, they posted one to Iran, ambassador to Iran. Posted another one to Israel, ambassador to Israel. And they have also posted Reno Omokirikiri. They posted him to Mexico. The same place he did his research, according to him, and confirmed that Tifnumbu is a drug baron of international dimension, including Mexico, St. Lucia, and all these places. Now, he's going to be an ambassador to Mexico. Right. Back in Nigeria, where they are trying to make it look like exposing these killings, these abductions, the atrocities of these terrorists is an indirect way of demarketing call. Yet, the victims of all this terrorism, right? They are real people, flesh and blood like me and you. And the most affected, the most suffering affected, the victims will be the children who were born into this war that just never ends. The one they have now monetized, a lot of them have become so stupendously rich because they are claiming to be fighting terrorism that they are also indirectly funding behind the door. Here is an organization that is helping the victims of Boko Haram terrorism. They interviewed this 17-year-old boy who was indeed born into this war. Unfortunately, it's got this.
Good morning, my name is Ba Mates. I'm 17 years. It was the Boko Haram. Once we are living in peace, we don't know how to fight or whatever. We were living in peace. Boko Haram now came and started shooting. All of us, we are jumping through fence so that we can guide our life. That is how. We run onto a mountain. They see no one in the house. They now follow us up into the mountain. They were killing people, slaughtering them like a goat. We were walking in the dead people. After for a while, they know we are farming and using our water to cook and wash. By that time, we didn't have tap water or this thing. It's only well we have. After for a while, they know they have seen we are using the well. They are now started killing people, throwing them into the well. That is how thirsty were hungering us, and we now started drinking the water with the blood inside. After for a while, we are suffering like this. They were killing people, know how you can do to save them. If you come out, they will kill you too. Like this, they were killing our brothers and sisters. We are seeing them. But my mother, she's a businesswoman. She used to fly Akara. We use her money to do transport. Our cousin helped us to pack us for our clothes. We now come to Pilka. From Pilka, we now go to Goza. From Goza, we now come to Borno. After for that, we are hearing them. They were following all the people. They were following our brothers and sisters, even to the Cameroon. They were following them to kill them. But thank God, my dad have money and now pay money for a rider to bring us to Abuja. We are living in scared. We are not coming out in the morning, talk less of night. We are sleeping there. By that time, there was not IDP camp. We are living together with host community. It's 2014, we came here. We are living with host community. Then, one man came to here. It was pastor. Yes, he opened us a church. Now, he was the one that started with us, and when he come name us IDP camp. From there, we now started getting food, shelter, and education.
You've been in the camp for how many years?
11 years.
11 years.
Yeah. Yes, I am still in school. I want to be a doctor. Medical doctor. I want to help people that they are dying, sick. Some of them are in the surgery. I want to learn handwork. We are doing summer lesson and they are teaching us shoemaking. So I enjoy it and I want to do it. Thank you.
So, a younger victim who has been in that system, and they are like in their millions, because the internally displaced Nigerians that are mostly less spoken of, they are over 11 million Nigerians who have been internally displaced. And out of that, you also have over 22 million out of school children. Most of them are children of the communities that have been destroyed, ruined, and most of them have been like orphans. They've killed their parents, these terrorists, in the last 12 years now, because it's been like going on and on and on, non-stop, right? And here is someone speaking on the matter, asking the same question: when are we going to? What are we going to? What are we going to? What are we? Other questions.
I just want to ask, why don't we care about the Nigerians that were slaughtered in Kwara State? This happened a couple of months ago, where bandits or terrorists, whoever they are, killed 160-something, I believe, Nigerians in Kwara State. Why don't we care? Like, why isn't that an issue? I'm honestly just struggling to understand why did we just move on from it and it's a non-issue all of a sudden? Because typically, I mean, I would expect that on itself is an election decider. You don't just, take steps forward towards the election, and I mean, you should already know that you're going to lose the election right from that incident. That is an election, that typically should be an election decider. So why isn't it an election decider? Why is the value of those lives so meaningless that we've just moved on, and everyone is just moving towards the elections? The people in power they're not even feel worried that their failure to protect those people in Kwara State might cost them the election. It just doesn't matter. So why? I mean, why don't we care about the 100+ lives that were slaughtered in Kwara State? I mean, there's many others, but I'm using Kwara as an example. Why? I talked to a few people and they would say things like, that's not a realistic expectation, based on what Nigeria is, the kind of country Nigeria is. Those types of things aren't, you're not being realistic expecting that those things will decide elections. Okay, but why can't you make it a thing? I mean, why can't Nigerians make it an issue enough to decide an election? Like, where are you headed if you can just move on after 100+ people were slaughtered in your country? What is big enough to decide an election? What more do you need to show that the people in office are incompetent? I mean, help me understand. I get it that, insecurity and insurgency and bandits have been they've been terrorizing Nigeria for what? More than 10 years, 2009, all the way down. I understand that. But if a government comes into office, fights to get into power, struggles, maybe even rigs, gets into office, spends 3-4 years, and they're not able to do at least secure Nigeria and protect Nigerian citizens, or at least show some level of empathy when they fail to protect Nigerian citizens, that alone should be an election decider. You don't need anything else. There's nothing else that they need to do to fail for you to know that, yeah, these people they're done. So why is the Kwara State incident a non-issue? Why doesn't it matter to us as a people?
It is because there is no amount of Achilles or these atrocities that can move Nigerians, or maybe not enough yet that can move them. Maybe nothing will ever move them at all. The politicians are not worried. They are all over the place, getting ready for the coronation for call. They're asking everybody that who else is going to stand up to him? Who is going to stand against him? None of this is going to decide the election because Nigeria is not a real nation. Akin Fapohunda was on a rise at TV having a chat around this same thing. Because if Nigeria was a real place where the people actually were the ones who wrote the constitution of the country, voted on it in the referendum, right? Agreed to any form of government that they put in place. You understand how they choose their leaders, how, that's what they've agreed as a true nation, as a true country. No leader will take you for granted like these criminals are doing. They know your elections can't really put them there or remove them. It can't. It won't. Because Nigeria is not a nation. And why is that? Akin Fapohunda. Maybe you should listen to this.
It will be not nice if the DSS is not aware of what is going on in Nigeria. Nigeria is on electoral track, visited electoral track, but the political track is going on. If they are not mindful of it, that will be a shame. The last 1 year, there's a body called the Rebirth Group.
The what?
The Rebirth Group. The
Rebirth
okay. Group.
Okay. Right.
They've held 6 geopolitical zonal meetings. The last one took place in Jos this last yesterday and just ended. Consultations are that Nigerians want to be restructured into the regions based on ethnic nationalities.
8
ethnic nationalities.
Okay, good.
That's people who own the territory for which they occupy. And the consensus is just universal across all the regions, that the way everything is unitarily managed in Abuja is just not ideal. For instance, ordinary water. We have Federal Ministry of Water Resources. Does it work? Can you get water anywhere in the country? No. Because federal government has taken over that duty and they are not discharging on that responsibility. They are not funding anything. Year in, year out, you have budget 2024, 2025, 2026, because Nigeria is too vast to be managed like a primary school. It's too vast. So the mantra is that each region needs to be managed in a modular manner from the country. We are not a nation. A nation must be bound by culture, by language. We don't have one language, we don't have one culture. We don't even have one vegetation. We don't have one climate. What you do, the way you live, is based on your territory. Forest area differs from the Sahel. People with solid minerals, the way the economics is different. The oils, the mangroves, different. But how can you stay in Abuja and manage all the? Mr. President is trying. One man taking 50 ministries. If he gets one letter for one minister in a quarter, can he digest it?
Well, the talk was that the ministries are bloated in the first instance. It shouldn't have been that. Got to that number.
1999 Constitution says you must have so many to create job for the boys. So it's job for the boys. We don't even need more than maybe 12. How many secretaries do United States have? They have 13 secretaries of with designation in United States, because it's a lean federal government. The states in the US have their own responsibilities, but the minister here is dealing with everything, the whole country, and there is confusion. So we are not a nation, we are several nations. The Yoruba is a nation on its own. We spread across West Africa, we spread across the Caribbean. The Igbo is the same. The Fulanis are spread across West Africa. The boundary is artificial.
We have to correct this. If you don't correct it, we are just fighting a lost battle. When you speak the same language, when you have the same culture, there's a way you communicate without even talking. The Yorubas believe in Omoluabi concept. It's enough. Are you Omoluabi? That question is enough. It's loaded.
Omoluabi meaning?
Are you a decent human being?
That's the meaning of Omoluabi.
Yeah. Do you have family ethics? It's loaded with so many things. Then the real word, afenifere. Philosophical. Do you want goodness for yourself? Do you want goodness for your neighbors and other Nigerians? Afenifere mantra is what we are trying to preach. We want the Yorubas to be given the space